All right. What do you need to do? You need focus, clarity, awareness, prioritization, diligence, commitment, and action. That's what a central operating premise means. Clarity, I was saying focus. You need to focus on what's the most important thing for everybody in your company to know and be aware of. Clarity. No need to explain things to people. You should be able to, it speaks for itself, basically. Okay? Awareness. If you're going to have a central operating premise, you need to be aware of what's going on in the world around you. Diligence, you have to be diligent about doing. There's no point in having a plan, short-term or long-term, unless you actually do something with it, which a lot of people do. They put together a wonderful central operating premise, a great plan, and then they don't do a darn thing with it. Okay? You need commitment, and most importantly, you need action. Now I'm going to do something for you. How many of you know what the future is? The microphone is off. Well, we'll go to the other microphone. Is this on yet? Is it on yet? Is it still on? I think it's on. Okay. What I'm about to give you is a gift. This is a formula for the future. This is a formula for the future of your business. This is a formula for the future of your life if you follow this. Okay? The future is very interesting. The future is a product of us. We are the future. So be careful what you imagine. F stands for the future. I is your intentions. And E is the energy that you put against those intentions. So the formula for the future is extremely simple. You intend certain things. The more you intend, the less energy each of those intentions has, because you only have so much energy. So the first simple trick is don't have too many intentions. Be aware, be clear about the limitations of your energy, because you can't have it both ways. So that's your half. The awareness part of it is recognizing down below that while you have intentions and while you are putting energy against them, there are other people who have intentions and they're putting energy against them. So you need to be aware of what they're up to. The future doesn't happen to you. The future is a product of what you intend. You have to be clear about what you intend and what the resources you have available to make that happen. Pretty simple. Difficult to execute, easy to state. Okay? What else can we tell you today? We talked about the two futures. Let's talk about curious, because it's such an important element. If you have the other four factors working for you, but you're not curious about things, you're going to be at a disadvantage. Certainly you should be curious about the things that, are business related. You should read business books. But reading business books and nothing else makes Jack a dull boy. If you guys really would rather be reading novels, in my case, historical novels, they are at least as valuable to your business as anything you might read from the Harvard Business Review. Be curious about anything that interests you, because it connects to who you are first, and then you can apply it to your business. Learning only about business processes, business procedures, is very external. If it connects to the innate curiosity you have about whatever it might be, I believe that you can probably make a connection between knowledge of growing plants and running a business better, if that's what you really love, because you'll be able to make sense of it. So innate curiosity is really a big idea, but it needs to be connected to what matters to you. Again, remember when I said about technology? Don't do technology because somebody tells you to. Don't just read about business because people tell you should read about business. If it makes sense to you, great. There are some people who love numbers. There are other people who hate numbers. People who love numbers are never going to learn anything meaningful because they just don't love numbers. The same holds true for the basic curiosity. So if you're into cooking, there is a connection between the way you menu and cook ingredients and the way you run your business. Probably one that is more meaningful to you than some Harvard professor speaking on some strange theory of economic macro theory. Okay? What matters most basically in your business should be to improve productivity. What matters most to you is to improve you. And that's what the curious part about it is. Okay? And then finally, and it's not really finally, but it is actually primarily, action-oriented. The one thing that differentiates successful business owners from less successful business owners is a tendency to act. And by that I mean also risk. Dwight David Eisenhower was a military planner. He wasn't the best military planner because he believed that a 60% plan that you actually do beats the hell out of a 100% plan that never gets done. So action is important. In warfare, I hate to cite warfare, but it's kind of the quintessential business is kind of like warfare. And the interesting thing about business is that once things get underway, all plans go away. Once you start the troops, everything changes. So you need to be prepared to act and react. Basically, what you need to do is to work at the fundamentals, right? Move your business to the next level. We all like to say that. But that requires, first of all, understanding what our current level is. I can't tell you how many clients I work with who say to me, we want to think outside the box. To which I ask the critical question, which is rarely asked, do you have any idea what your box is? It would kind of help. You might be outside your box right now. You wouldn't know. So you have to think about what the next level is. The most important thing in business is to be noticeably different from everyone else. You know what the one absolute difference is always going to be in any business. I don't care if you sell widgets or if you sell meals. Service. In America, the only differentiator between two products is the service that goes with it. The nature of the service that goes with it. And here's an interesting thing that I'm going to leave you with at the end here. We believe that American consumers are really tough, right? That they expect you to. How many of you here strive to exceed customer expectations? Stop it! Okay. Number one, you cannot. First of all, I doubt that you really understand your customers' expectations. I'll challenge you on that. Okay. Number two is the instant you begin to approach customer expectations, they immediately ratchet them up. You're never going to catch up. Stop it. Here's what American consumers expect from you. They expect you to fail. They expect you to fail. The singular most important thing you can do is work on recovery. The way you can recover from a failure is much more valuable as a marketing tool than being right in the first place. And I'll give you the best example of that. Do you ever think about power companies? I had several as clients. They don't get any credit when everything goes right. When was the last time you called up Con Edison and you said, hey, great day, everything worked, thanks.